Hey guys, I just want to announce that I'm on a mission to 10x a $100 bankroll into $1,000. I'm going to be doing this using the new ViperBet software, and this is all happening on the Viper Strategies channel, step by step. I'm logging everything and I'm showing you every session that I run using the software, and I'm using real live money on a real casino. So if that's something that interests you, link will be down below. Go ahead and check that out if you have not already. Also, do you want to know how the pros actually do this for a living? I'm giving away what most charge hundreds to thousands of dollars absolutely free. What do you get? You're going to get a PDF guide that basically breaks it all down, a detailed video showing the real methods pros use, okay? You're also going to receive a bankroll resizing video that will show you how to properly resize your bankroll. This is something that you can apply to any strategy or game that you prefer to play. This will drastically reduce losses while maximizing your profits. And guys, this is very highly valuable information. This is some of the stuff the pros don't like to share. This is also what the casinos don't want you to know. And anyone that jumps in now also gets first prime access to the software when we officially launch. What does that mean? That means lifetime discounts and many other perks locked in. Links in the description below. Don't miss out. Smarter play starts here, guys. Prime access is only going to be available before our official launch date. So if you're interested, go ahead and check out the links below and I'll send you all that information. All right, we got another strategy to put against a survival test today. We're going to do 45 spins. I got a modification to this one. It looks really good. This one's called Up and Go. This was sent in by Philip from Australia. So let's just jump into it. So he uses just to give you a little layout of how he plays, how he likes to play, is he does say that he thinks it's better to have a bigger bankroll and shoot for a lower win before. That's why he named this Up and Go, because he likes to use a $2,000 bankroll for this. He uses higher units, but he goes for a less of a profit so he could win more often, which I really like. I don't like the unit size thing, right? But I mean, it does make sense when you really think about it. Get up and get out, because he says the longer you sit on the table, the more likely the casino is going to bite you. So let's go ahead. He uses $10 units. So we are looking at what hit last, high numbers. So he's going to go one here, one here. So we have a $20 total bet. Let's spin and start the test. I have a couple modifications to this. I think we could lighten it up. Don't have to go so heavy on the bankroll and so big on the unit size. Start off with the loss. On losses, he goes 1 2 1 2, and it's not just adding a unit per dozen. At this point, after that first loss, what he does is he goes $1, and then he picks 3 within those dozen bets to put single streets on, right? So he goes 1, and he says it doesn't matter. You could just be random with it. So I'm just going to cover that area. So let's see what we get here. Spin number 2, we started off with a loss. So we are minus 20, and we get a 19 red. That's a nice $26 return. We are new session profit. Actually, this is first session profit at $6. So let's go back to our base level bet. We are going to, he says, stay on the winning side. You're only switching. So he keeps that center dozen always covered. And depending if he gets a loss, then he switches. If it's a win, he says, ride that wave. All right, we got a win right there. Repeat, spin again. We are up $16. And again, so he says $100. So he likes to shoot for $100 mark, and then he checks out. So I am going to run it through the whole test. I'm going to put 45 spins because I have a variation of this. I think that's going to be a little safer. So if we get to 100, I'll call it successful, just because that's the way he likes to play it. So 26 is new session high. I think we got another hit with the 18 red. That's a $10 return. We're going to repeat this bet, spin again. Riding the streak, we are up $36. All right, we are riding the gravy train. This is the winning train. This is the train we want to be on. So we hold the bet at base level. New session high is 46. And we got another loss right there. So he's switching sides, adding a unit. At this point of the progression, he's going to go ahead and pick 3 streets. Let me spread that. So 3 streets go in, $1 a piece. So that's just adding another $6. And let's spin again, see what we get. And we got a loss, so we're going to have to switch sides. We are at, let's go 10. We're going 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. So 60 total on the dozens. And then now we do the same thing, but we're going to increase by 2 or by 1. So $2 each on 6 streets. Okay, $72 bet. If we lose right here, progression changes. So minus 20 at this point. And we lost. Okay, so this is where it changes. So from 30 on the dozens, we go. Let me make sure it was at 30. Okay, it was at 30 and 2. Okay, sorry. Let me clear this all off. And he goes 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 5. And then he goes. Actually, it's going to be easier if I just go here. And he goes 5. Like that. Okay, make sure I got it right. So we got 50, 50, and then $5 on 6 streets. Okay, 130 bet. Let's see what we get here. Minus 92. Lowest we've been so far. And let's see what we get. We get a 26 black. That's an $80 return. We are minus 12. All right, our high was 46, so we're going to hold our bet here. Spin again. All right, that's a hit. That's only 20 bucks because we didn't have a street on that one. So we aren't in, we're up in profit, but not near our profit goal. So let's go ahead and repeat, spin again. Again, he's only increasing on losses, which makes this a negative progression strategy. And we get a 29 black right there. That is an $80 return. And that put us at a new session high. We're at 88 bucks. Okay, so it did come back. We are going back to our base level bet. We are going 10 here, 10 here, and spin again. This one is called up and go. So I guess another couple hits and we could up and go. But we got a loss right there. We're going to go 1, 2, so 20 now. Then at this point, we add in 6 streets. All right, that looks good. $46 total bet. Spin again. 88 was session high. And we get a 5 red. Is that covered? It is. That is a $26 hit. We're at 94 bucks. Okay, so we are almost there. Almost there. So we are going to go back to base level bet. We're going 10 here, 10 here. I mean, if we get this hit, we up and go, this is a success. But we did not. We got a 22 black. That is a hit. Excuse me. 104. New session high. I'm going to continue the test, but I do, the way he plays, this is a success. All right. So let's continue and see if we can make some more money. So he did hit that at spin 14. It only took 14 spins to make his $100. Beautiful. And that was spin 15. We lost there, so we're going to increase the bet. Now I'm curious if it's going to survive a longer test run. Because you see, we did drop down to minus 2. 92 was the lowest mark we hit. We got a $20 return right there. We're back in session profit. So I'm going to go back to our base level bet, keeping it safe. And that helped. That move. Oh, yeah, we got 10 bucks right there. New session high is at 114. Oh, this is working out great. So we'll keep the bet right there. Remember, only increasing on losses. And we are on that winning train again. All right, 25 is a $10 return. We're going to simply rebet, spin again. New session highs at 124. And we got a loss, so we switch the sides. We're going 20 there, and $1 on 6 streets. All right. 104, we were at 124. And we got a 1 red. That wasn't a street number, but that is a $14 profit. We're not in our session profit, so let's hold our bet here and spin again. I'm going to cover that repeater, though, just in case it comes up again. This is spin number 20. And that is a loss, so we must switch sides. So let's go ahead and put down the streets first. And then we were at $20 on each dozen, so we're going 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. And let's see what we get here. That's a hit, but that's not covered by the street. We're at 90. Let's repeat and spin again. Oh, and that's a full whack. So we have to change our bets. So let me go and let's go. We're going from 30 to 50 now. So this is the highest we've been in the progression so far. Let me put the $3 now on 6 streets. Okay, looks good. We're at 50 and then 3. All right, spin again. All right, we got an 8 black. That's a winner, $68 return. We're only at 86. Our high was 124, so let's hold the bet here. I guess one more hit would probably, one more hit would get us in the new session profit. And we get a 20 black. Is that a winner? It sure is. $68 return. New session high is 154. Beautiful. Okay. So we're going to go back to our base level bet here and here. All right. Working out so far, so good. $10 win. We will collect and rebet. 164 is new session high. And back-to-back hits. I'll take it. Repeat, spin again. We're at spin 25, and we are at a high of 174. And we got a loss right there, so we're going to switch. 1, 2, 1, 2. And that's when we pepper in those streets. 2, 4, 6 streets. And let's see what we get here. 22 black. Is that covered? Sure is. $26 coming back to us. 180 is new session high, so we are going to go back to our base level bet. $10 on 2 dozens. I really do like the progression on this. We haven't really pushed too high, and I think that's due because the coverage is so high. So let's say we got a loss there, so we're going to 1, 2, 1, 2. Now we add in our streets. Again, you could be random with this. And let's spin, see what we get here. And we got a green number. Green numbers are no-go for this strategy. So we are going to hold our bet here. We are going to increase to 2 on each of the streets. This goes up to 30. $72 total bet. And let's see what we get here. 20 black is a nice $42 coming back to us. 156. Our high was 180. So let's hold our bet here. Let's try to get another win so we could reset. This is spin number 30. And we get a 26 black. We just missed it. Okay, so we're at 30. Let me see where the streets were. Those were at 2. So okay. Sorry guys, I just wanted to make sure I'm placing the bets right. So we're going 1, 2, 3. Okay, now we must go to 50. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. All right. So this is the highest we hit so far. And can we get back in session profit? Ooh, there's a whack. All right, so we were at a $50 bet with $3 on the streets. Now we're going up to 70. So once you from 30, you go 30, 50, and then 70. So basically going up 2 units now on those dozens. And we were at a $3 bet, so we're going 4 on the streets. right, 6 streets covered, 164. We are down minus 34. And we got a 0. Jesus. Okay, so 50, 70. Now we're going up three units at a time. So we are going to go, 70. So we're going, let me make it easy. We're doing 100, 100. And then these ones go 1, 2, 3, 1. We're going 5 units on the streets. All right, big bet. Minus 198. And we get a 6. That's a $130 win. Not enough. We're going to repeat. Spin again. $14 red is a hit. What did that pay? $130 again. We're at 62. 180 was our high. Rebet, spin again. This is the part I don't like, when you need this many consecutive wins to get you out of a hole. That's what makes it a little risky. But we are getting wins, so it is working its way back. We're at 192. That is new session profit. That took 3 hits in a row to get us back to session profit. Again, he does use a $2,000 bankroll. That was the highest we've got in the strategy so far. Okay, so we are going back to our base level bet to keep it safe, right? And let's see what we get here. All right, we got a loss, so we're going to switch sides. We're going to go 1, 2, 1, 2, add in our streets. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. We get another green number. So we are going to hold our bet. We're not switching because it wasn't on the other side. So we're going to hold our bet right here. But we are going to go 1 more on the streets. And then we're going to 30. And we spin. $72 bet. We're at spin 35. And we got a 31 black. I think that is covered. It sure is. 42 bucks coming back. We're not in session profit. Rebet, spin again. A lot of green numbers. There's another one. Look at the board. There's 3 numbers in like the last 10 spins. All right, rebet. And now we go from 30 to 50 on the dozens. And then let's switch to $1. We go up to 3. Okay, 118 total bet. Need some wins. 29 black, I think that's a good one, and it sure is. $68 coming back. We're at 164. Rebet, spin again. One more hit, we'll be able to reset. Our session high was 192. Let's see what we get here. I think we got it. I'm not sure we got the street, though. Oh, we did get the street. $68. All right, new session profits, $232. Beautiful, beautiful. Okay, back to base we go. We're going to hold this hot side. Only switching if those that first dozen pops up. 27 reds, another win. Beautiful. Repeat, spin again. And another win. We are back on the winning train. I love it. This is the train we must be on. We want to be on. All right, we're getting near the end. 252's high. We got a loss right there. Oh, we got a win right there. I'm sorry. Repeat, spin again. This is spin 40. We got 5 more to go. New session high is at 262. We got a loss right there, so we're going to switch down low. 1, 2, 1, 2, and we're going to pepper in some of those street bets. You know, and I'm looking at it right now. You probably don't have to keep it spread out 3 and 3. You could, because it's still all going to pay the same. So if you wanted to cover that 10 street right there instead of the 19th street, you could do that too. So I don't think that really matters. Anyways, let's spin and see what we get. Spin 41. We're at 262 in profit and another 0. Okay, with this many zeros, guys, that's crazy, right? But it does happen. This is roulette. That being said, it has been withstanding the test. So a dollar goes up there. These go to 30. Let's get a hit. Let's end on a high. And we get a 13 black. I believe that's covered, and it sure is 42 bucks. We're not quite there, so we're going to hold our bet, try to get another hit. Spin 43. And we did not get it. All right, let me just check where we are at. Oops. Okay, so those got to go to 3. So we're going 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2. Come on. 1, 2, 3. Trying to go too fast. Come on, let's get a hit. This is spin 44. That is a 30 red. All right, $68 coming back. 2, 3, 4. Let's repeat the bet. Hold it here. This is spin 45. Let's end on a win. Come on, high number. 34. Is that covered? Yeah, sure is. All right, $68 coming back to us. That put us at a profit of 302 bucks. Beautiful, beautiful. So the highest bet we went was $5 chips on 6 streets and $100 on 2 dozens. I'm going to go ahead and put down, I'm going to probably just pin a comment. I'll also put it in the description down below. I'll paint out the full progression for you guys since we never reached that point. This was a success. Remember, 14 spins in, we hit his $100 mark. Of course, we continue. The lowest I got right here was minus 198. So he's saying $2,000 as a bankroll. This is something that I bring up often about refactoring, resizing your bankroll, because the coverage is so large. It would be good to do a bunch of tests, like just do a bunch of dummy tests. And let's say you average on the low side at 250, minus 250. That's how much bankroll you're using to profit. If you refactor that and like resize it and have that as your new stop loss instead of that $2,000 bankroll, that's what I like. That's what I'm talking about is so powerful and about resizing bankroll, because I know that you can go in there and some nights you can completely get wiped out, right? Especially if the board just, you just can't win that night. So this is a great way to figure out and customize that stop loss to slow that bleed, right? And the reason why it's so important is because then you can make that up in the next session or two. I've been preaching this and I continue to say it all the time, is because it is very, very important, right? So like if you lose $2,000, that's very hard to recoup that money. If you start tracking your wins and losses, which most people don't, most of us are down. It wasn't until I started learning about this and I started implementing this kind of smart play. This is the stuff that the pros use, guys. This is the stuff, and this is why they're able to do it for a living. You got to adjust how you're playing. We got to play smarter, right? We're not playing harder and just throwing more money and more money. You need to go about it methodically to be successful, okay? So this one ended up panning out. Let me know what you guys think. If you guys have any cool adjustments, let me know in the comments below. And of course, till next time, guys, be cool, stay cool, peace.